Shut the fuck up! It's the Shadows ep, you dumb bitch! It's the Shadows one! We're doing the Shadows ep, Sky! Let's go! Shadows ep!
Before the episode, Jack was like, "You're doing the intro, Sky."
Shadows!
You're doing the intro, Sky. And I was like,
Let's go!
Why am I doing the intro? And he was like, "You're doing it." And I said, "You got a bit, don't you?"
Woo!
He had a bit.
Let's fucking go, boys. We're finally here.
He had a bit. That's gonna be so fucking loud. And he didn't adjust the mic audio. Oh man.
So there's a problem.
What? Was the audio like cranked?
Your mic was like muted.
Jesus Christ.
It's fine now.
Listen, you know what? My intro was if the audio is too low, I'm just gonna overlay the fucking Better Call Saul intro music. Cause that's what I did for my intro. So you're just gonna see my mouth moving and the actual intro music playing. I might do that anyway. That's funny.
That's funny. These colors
Shadows!
These colors are shit. These are really bad for lighting.
Yeah, they don't look great on camera.
Let me do some adjusting. Boys!
You gonna do some live editing?
Boys, welcome to the Shadows app.
Very scuffed already, Jack, doing the live lighting edits. Look at this shit. I think it's the yellow one that's fucking with
I think
it.
it's the yellow that's fucking.
Yellow is just bad. Like I said, yellow's a fucking ugly color, bro. Now it's green. Why is it green? Green is the most unshadows color imaginable.
Yeah, but like, what else are we gonna do?
I don't fucking know. Just like normal, is like normal lighting for one of them. Give us like a good base and then have the red come in. Could do that.
I want to make the red a little brighter.
Yeah, make the red brighter, and then I think I think that works. You guys enjoying this live
What's
lighting
up?
editing?
It's the fucking Shadows app.
Jack, don't throw your phone like that.
It's on carpet, and I threw it down on the fucking back of it.
Destructive.
Boys, we fucking made it. This is
nonsensical.
This is the final ep in this kind of series.
Dude. For a second, I was like, "Is the what now? What are we doing here?"
I don't want to do this anymore. I'm fucking bored.
Thank God. Glad we're on the same page. This is excellent news. I am ecstatic.
But yeah, we're fucking...
Fuck this podcast.
Yeah, we're here on the Shadows app.
Woo!
We fucking made it. This is the final episode that will be taking place referencing a specific map that we haven't already talked about in some capacity.
I mean, I want to do the Ancient Evil episode still.
Yes, but we talked about Ancient Evil in some capacity when we did the BO4 app.
I guess so.
You know,
I know what you mean.
And we haven't talked about Shadows like that yet, and I've been putting it off.
We have talked a lot about Shadows.
We've talked a lot about Shadows, but this map is very near and dear to my heart. I love Shadows of Evil so much.
Yeah, Shadows is, like we've said many times before, it is a great map.
Far and away the best map. That's what we both say.
No.
We both say that.
Mob of the Dead clears.
Me and you both say that at the same time. Okay, so on 3. 1, 2, 3. Shadows is the best map. Clears everything else. Not even close. You were supposed to be right with me there, bro. What happened?
That's crazy. Who?
Eat shit. Well, we're in a little bit of a different set again.
I mean, I wouldn't call it
set.
Yeah, we got chairs now.
Yeah.
We have to get the furniture. It's expensive.
Yeah,
we
it's
just
expensive.
Moved.
We rolled up to it and it was like $600 and we were like,
give us a minute. We'll get this stuff sorted. Yeah. It's gonna take a bit, but we're gonna have a cool looking
Now what
set.
would be hype is if we actually had the furniture and you went, give me a minute, and we brought all the furniture in. That would be sick.
We can do that next episode.
Next step.
Yeah, we'll just be like, hey guys, we don't have it, sorry. And then like 30 minutes in, some like mover dude just walks in. He's like, hey, I got your fucking bookshelf here. Oh, you're recording a podcast? What's it about? Dude just sits down, starts like talking about fucking zombies for an hour.
He should an hour and a half ep. That's how we do it.
Yeah, dude, just the moving guy guest.
Dude, I'm annoyed because I was like, I want to run through a few things before we got to Shadows, and I forgot all of them. They're all gone.
It was just like story shit.
Yeah. It wasn't like anything super important. Oh, fucking god damn it. I wanted to do it as soon as possible. Me and Sky are gonna be doing a little 2-player trivia contest between the two of us soon.
Yeah, next episode probably
Probably
maybe.
the next episode. And what I want to do is I wanted to ask and see if we can get people to comment some questions.
Oh yeah, that could be cool.
I wanted to do that as soon as possible, and I meant to do that nearly immediately so that everyone who clicked onto it and watched 10 seconds would know. However, I had to scream for a while.
That's crazy.
And there was nothing anyone could have done about it. There was nothing anyone could do.
Yeah, not me, because I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Because somebody didn't tell me what was happening or what the plans for the episode were. It's crazy.
Yeah, I just kind of said nothing to him and then started screaming.
Jack's got some secrets planned for this one. I don't know what the hell's up.
That was it. My plan. One of the plans I've forgotten. One of the things was to bring up the trivia thing, and the other one was to scream. Oh, hold up.
Yeah, I knew it could.
It doesn't matter anymore. So what I was gonna do, and what I asked Mac to help me out with, is that I was gonna have her go to the store and buy me party poppers, so I could go. It's the Shadows app. Pow, and then she didn't find any, and then she bought balloons and confetti, which we can use at a later date.
Yeah, it's good for something.
Episode 52, perhaps, maybe our Annie episode.
Yeah, I was out in the kitchen and Mac was like sorting through groceries and she just handed me a bag and was like, "Hey, go bring this to Jack." And I was like, "All right, this is probably the thing that he doesn't want me to know about." And then and then Mac was like, "Give it back to me. Give it to me. Give it to me now." I was like, "Well, I'm not going to look at it. I can go bring it to him." And she just went, "Jackson will scream at me." She said that, I handed it back to her without a word.
She right though.
Fucking funny ass interaction.
I would have been like, "What the fuck, Mac? You ruined the whole podcast. Now we have to scrap the entire podcast. No more Pod of the Dead."
It's over.
I brought a water bottle and didn't open it and left it on my desk.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know, but I want it.
He's getting the water. He's going off camera, boys. Look at him go. Look at him go. What are you doing? Oh boy, he's gonna do something wacky here. Oh man. Oh man. Wow.
I wanted a tight shot of the water coming into my mouth, but then I saw it at the corner of my eye. I started laughing, and it didn't go well.
Man, oh man.
Man, what an episode so far.
What an episode.
But boys, we're fucking on the Shadows. Also, you know what I realized?
What?
We're flipped.
Oh, we are.
We're flipped.
I'm gonna have to.
We're last step too.
Were we last episode?
I was right here. You were right there.
I thought.
I'm nearly sure.
It might have been. I don't remember. I
pull it up.
I might have to go. I might have to flip the shot and post.
I mean,
Can't
if
be
we
having
did
this.
it last step too. We're just
but that's
now.
that one was a wacky episode. This one feels a little bit more back to normal, right?
I don't know. We're doing some solid views again.
How much did the last one get?
Like 13.
God damn.
Which isn't fantastic. Obviously, it's 13 views, but also 13 views.
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
We were.
See, because the closet door's right there.
We were, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, guess
Yeah.
we got to end it.
And not just the podcast.
Yeah, that was the implication.
Yeah.
But that's the quiet part. That's the.
We'll be quiet for long.
Well, it's quiet now. It'll be real loud for a second and then nothing.
And then silence for eternity.
The dream. Can't believe that guy cheated. I looked up to Dream.
This 'Cause that's 'cause you're so short, bro. Joe 5'6". I'll look down on Dream.
This thing does not have the capacity to make a lot of noise.
Yeah, 'cause this one's so fucking rickety that I can just fucking.
Yeah.
Oh man. That didn't hurt a lot, but it hurt enough that I notice it, and it's still there and at the same severity as it was initially. Oh,
Foolish.
ghoulish. Ooh. The Shadow Zap! Boys, so another thing we had planned was that Oliver had a couple questions similar to how he did in the PCP app, allegedly.
It's so bright.
And
These lights.
And so he was going to send some, and then he didn't. So this one goes out to Oliver.
Oh man.
I'm ready to talk about Shadows, bro.
Ready to talk about Shadows?
I'm ready to talk about why it's the greatest map of all time.
Let's start talking about Shadows.
Say the second part. Say the second part. What did I say?
Okay, so if we're starting to talk about Shadows, right?
And why it's come say with me and why you're not with me. The greatest map. Nope, you weren't there.
Jack?
All time.
Shadows has moved down by like 0.1 of a point for me.
Because of this?
No, just in general. It hasn't moved down a lot, but the last couple times we played it, I was like, this is still a great map, but I'm not feeling it as much.
It's because you're mid. Shadows is fucking goated, and here's goddamn why. First of all, cast is sick. You got fucking Jeff Goldblum.
Characters are
which
sick.
is just hype.
Yeah.
And you got Jackie fucking Vincent.
Classic.
That's Jackie fucking Vincent right there.
All-timer.
All-timer. I really like the origin story of it all. Like kind of like they all did the murder. They all did a murder of a person. You know?
They did, yeah.
And what I think is good about that being a specific thing is that I feel like in modern day shit, the reference I saw with the Punisher being a thing was that like they murdered a person and that's all the justification you need, right? And like the Punisher, his 2 kids were killed, I think either by a police officer or due to the inaction of a police officer, and due to this he murders police officers for fun, right? And it's like, yeah, that's all the justification you need.
I mean, to be fair, the Punisher's not like a good guy.
Well, he's an anti-hero.
I mean, yeah, but...
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's all the fucking justification. No one looked at him and were like, man, but his motivations they're not great. They were like, he's fucking cool.
Sure. And for some reason, cops really like him.
Especially those guys in Uvalde. But
you can't even say especially. It's fucking like... It's
yeah, no,
such a
but those
big
guys
thing.
in Uvalde are fucking...
Yeah, man.
Jesus. Yeah. So it's fucking... That's goated. It has a new and improved afterlife system. Undebatably.
Other than the revives, I like Afterlife more.
What? How?
I just like the feel and the vibe of Afterlife more.
That's crazy. I feel like Beast Mode is just technically better.
I think that...
When I say technically, I mean like in a...
I think that like implementation and gameplay wise, it is a little bit better, but there's something about Afterlife, the just how it fits in with the theming, the fact that you're killing yourself and going into like a ghost body, the movement with it feels really nice.
Okay, shut up.
Get fucked. On your episode, get fucked.
No. I really enjoy the way Mob does it. However, I really like them diving all the way into the Apothec and shit.
Yeah, I think that the implementation of it, the like gameplay side of it, is better on Shadows.
Yeah, I think that they kind of right after Crovey, they kind of went off the deep end with the Apothicans. You know?
Sure.
Would you agree with that sentiment?
I don't know. I'm not sure if there was like a solid point where the Apothicans went from being like fine to what the hell.
Well, I mean, I say that when like, so in Shadows is good. Agreed?
Sure.
In Horizon, they're good.
Yep.
In Zet, they're post-Shadows at their peak, I think. Just with the skull. And that being so fucking cool.
Okay.
And then in Crovey, there's little to no involvement whatsoever. And then in Rev, it's the entire map. You know?
Sure, but that just feels like kind of the natural, like how the story was kind of going.
Yeah,
That's
but
just
I,
kind of
yeah,
like
but
the
I
ramping
feel like
up
the
of it.
issue with it was the problem is that they were introduced in that game, similar to like Captain Marvel, is that Captain Marvel showed up in a 10-year-long story at the very end and became one of the more important parts of it.
Yeah, I think the issue with that at that point is just they shouldn't have been implemented this late.
Yeah, which is why I think that they went off like a deep end in that regard. Again, like
I think they went off the deep end when they added them in the first place.
but they're goated in Shadows and all.
I mean, they work in Shadows. I like the Apothicans there. I think that the implementation is good. Squid Gun is...
Squid Gun is it's all good. They just shouldn't have them. They shouldn't have been fucking using their tentacles or whatever the fuck to be in every map and to all of a sudden be super important now.
Yeah, it is a big just kind of like retcon kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, here's what actually caused the zombies. That 115 stuff, they sent it. Not a huge fan of that.
What they could definitely have done is like finished it up or finished up kind of like the 115 saga, you could say, in BO3, and then sort of like an Apothicon saga in BO4.
That could have been cool.
Definitely could have done that.
They could have like, yeah, definitely done something different there with the story somehow, like, or they could have just like ditched the Apothicons, finished out the 115 story in BO3, and then just jumped straight into Chaos, and then they have a full game for Chaos.
Either fucking one, but they didn't. And it's whatever.
Fuck the Apothicons, actually.
But now they're goated in Shadows, so don't care. But yeah, the fucking beast mode's better than Afterlife. Don't question it. I think that the Shadow Man stuff is really cool on that map because before it became cringe with Rev, you know?
Like the boss fight and stuff.
Well, no, just like his thing where he's like
His presence.
where he's like, "Come on, guys, let's stop him.
Yeah, that's
Us
good.
together, pal."
That's good.
And then they get there and he's like, "Cringed?
Lamau?
You're rolled, you idiot."
LLLLL.
And then he tries to murder everyone, and most of the time succeeds. Except occasionally you do the Easter egg, and they don't succeed. Call of Duty.
Yeah, nice one. Good, great podcast here. we run a great podcast.
Fantastic podcast.
This is why our last episode got 13 views, and that's high for us.
Well, the PCBF had 28,
Jesus.
which is our best ep since Origins.
Dude, people wanted to see you getting fucked up,
Yeah.
allegedly.
It isn't the best ep since Origins.
Wait, what? What
Hold
passed it?
Hold up. It's the best ep since the high round ep.
What? How many did the high round episode get?
33.
Damn.
And that was episode 11.
Jesus.
The PCP ep has one more view than the Origins ep does. So it is, you can't best until or best since. That's hype. I'm more important than Origins. That's what I say. I am more relevant in the zombie storyline than Origins is.
Yeah.
Also, I still have Origins of Mob right now. I'm letting you know. Thought I'd let you know that. Since the BCP ep, the opinion hasn't flipped back.
Insane.
It will at some point. I'm not saying it won't. I'm just saying that like it wasn't like a fleeting high thought. I think the Origins gameplay is more fun. I enjoy the playing of the map more.
I think that
Shadows of Evil.
I do think that Shadows of Evil.
I think the spawn area on Shadows is really good. Actually, it's really tight, and I think offers for a different experience, similar to, wow, Mob of the Dead. Because
Crazy.
they're just so fucking similar. Like, they're just so similar.
There's a lot of things. It's like, obviously in execution and like style and stuff, very different maps.
Yeah.
But at like a core fundamental level, there's just a lot that they both do.
Yeah, when you look at like the zombies, kind of like the lineup of maps, right? You've got kind of like chunks that are like, this is the same thing,
Yeah.
you know. And Mob and Shadows are up in their own corner, and it's them.
Nothing else.
It's like they are as far away from other maps as possible, but they're both together. You know? Like what was it? You remember that fucking the Twitch thing?
What?
The Twitch bubble thing where it was like this is where people like it's like your area is based on your viewers, but then it's like that, but with zombies and Shadows and Mob are way up there, and they're directly next to each other, and it's sick. But also, isn't the plane on top of a building or something?
Yeah, like flies over, I think.
No, I think it's just outright on a building.
Or yeah, something like that.
Maybe flies over. I don't know, but one of those two things, which is fucking cool. It's got that little Easter egg in the beginning, you know, with the grenade, with the bow.
Yep.
Easy
There's
points.
also the Shadow Man in the spawn room. That's cool.
Yeah, Shadow Man in the spawn room is just a really nice thing to have because you don't have to, but you can. People use it in speedruns, right?
No.
Really?
Yeah, there's like maybe a separate category for it, but
I had assumed in like higher round games they like skipped around 5 or 10 or something to just skip past a few rounds.
no, it's not allowed.
It's not allowed?
As far as I'm aware. In regular categories, not allowed. There might be an alternative category for it, but I've never seen anyone use it.
That's cringe. I think that's good.
Nah, I think for having a different category it could be good, but personally, I think you should still have to play through the early rounds.
Yeah, you're cringe.
Because like the early rounds are where you have some of the most optimization in like those, at least in those like early game. In like a 255 game, doesn't fucking matter. But in like if you're doing like a 50 speedrun or something or whatever, makes a big difference.
Round 15 speedrun.
Especially like Easter egg speedruns too. Big fucking difference.
Round 15 speedrun.
I win.
So, yeah, it does so many things well. It just, I feel like it just encapsulates so many parts of things well. Like it's a big map, but it isn't too big. Even then, it has, I think, like the best travel system that we've ever had. Right?
The trams?
The trams, the
teleporters.
the
I
teleporters,
guess,
the teleporters link up to the middle of the map, so it all and also all the teleporters are all come together next to each other. So if I want to get to the fucking waterfront and I'm in the canals, that ain't that far away. That's like, depending on where I'm at, maybe 15 seconds of running. That's like 15 seconds like at worst. You know?
Yeah, the teleporters are like peak.
Teleporters are peak, along with the tram also being kind of cool. You rarely use it, but it's there. A tram is cool. It's there.
Yeah, I don't ever really find a whole lot of point in the tram, but
I very rarely use the tram, but I have definitely used the tram before. I like the way that it kind of just moves over the entire map.
Yeah, it's cool, but
I was doing that on around 100.
Yeah,
I spent a good amount of time in the tram.
It's like it's one of those like spectacle things that like it wears off after a bit, and then it's just kind of there, and you don't really use it, but it is there. It's cool the first couple times you play, and you can fucking ride around over the city.
Also like how they have the bootlegger in it, which is cool.
Bootlegger is a cool weapon.
It's a cool weapon, just because it isn't like just a type. It's just a type 100, right?
I don't know what.
There's like a separate version.
I don't know what it's actually supposed to be.
Gun.
It is a firearm.
Yeah, it also introduces different kind of special rounds, but I also think work well. Like I think bug rounds are pretty solid, you know.
I think they're fine. I think that most of the special rounds in zombies are kind of just bad, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, they're mostly mid, like, you know.
Compared to the others, I think the bug rounds are like pretty par for the course, like standard, whatever.
Yeah, I'd put them above most rounds personally.
Yeah, I think I don't know. They're fine.
Yeah, they're for like the cat like the normal. Here are a bunch of enemies, and killing them will give you a max ammo. It's a pretty good round.
Yeah.
You know. Cat's meowing outside. Wow. But the Margwa I think is a fantastic boss. Oh, also I forgot there was an update for Cold War. Zabala no longer becomes immune.
Oh, that's hype. Also for Vanguard.
Zabala. Oh, I said Cold War?
Yeah.
My bad. Misspoke. But no, fucking. Yeah, so Zabala can just get rolled now. They also increased the reload speed of the WAF.
Hype. Good changes.
Did some other shit. I'm not sure.
Good changes.
All positive changes, if I recall correctly.
Shout out to Vanguard
for somehow having like a really good map.
Having like solid zombies now.
I said really good. You know what I mean? Solid.
Yeah.
Clears Firebase. But the Marg was I think a really good boss because it isn't too difficult, and it also like I think is thematically and gameplay wise interesting.
Yeah, Marg was a really good
because like it's just kind of keep your distance and you'll be good, and also there's the way to kind of just jump around it, you know, with like the Silver Protector, just easy kill. Let's get on the spot, bruv. I've watched The Boys.
Yeah, you can also like shoot its heads right after it spawns in. So if you like, if you get like a packed KRM or something, you can take down a Margwa before it even becomes a threat.
Yeah, you can just go bow dead,
which is really nice. It's a very well designed boss.
Yeah,
it does have an insta kill attack when you don't have Jug, which I think, I'm not sure how I feel about that because I think when you don't have Jug, it makes it a legitimately formidable boss. But it's like an easy to avoid thing that if you get caught by it can really fuck you up. I think in co-op I don't mind it. In solo I think it's a bit much. In solo you can have your game just ended in one shot, which is cringe.
I personally like it like that because I mean the vast majority of the time you're gonna have Jug, right? And when you don't have Jug, you're early game, right?
Yeah.
Barring, of course, for you go down and the time in between you going down and you buying Jug. You're gonna have an early game, and early game is when the game is just inherently the easiest. And I think that it adds a little bit of challenge to early game. It kind of keeps you on your toes a little earlier, you know.
Sure. I generally think that stuff that can insta-kill you like that isn't great, but this is definitely not the worst implementation of it.
Yeah, don't get close. To me, it's very simple.
I mean, yeah, it's easy to avoid, but most insta-kill things like that aren't hard to avoid. It's just you get caught by it and you get fucked up by it. Yep. Like the fucking bomb step in Crovey, the fact that that can just end your game is cringe. Even though it's not hard to do the bomb step, really. Like, you just have to pay attention.
Nah, bomb step's different.
Bomb step is different, I agree, but it's the same like principle of just like something that instantly can end your game.
Yeah, bomb step ends your game, solo cop, whatever. Doesn't matter what you have, doesn't matter what you're doing. If you click something wrong, you lose. Like, oh god, it's so bad.
Yeah, not great.
But yeah, the Marg was really cool. I mean, like, what else? What is there to say about the Servant? You know.
We've spoken so much about the Servant.
It's the Servant. It's the best weapon of all time. One of the coolest weapons of all time. It looks sick conceptually. It's sick. The build process I think is nice because it holds you off. Like it completely staves off getting it super early, and also mostly stops you from getting it too late. In the many high round games I've played on Shadows, I've gotten it past round like 25 once. so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, it strikes a good balance, I think, of like it finds a good balance of like forcing you to kind of play out your game, and you can't just have like the super OP wonder weapon from the start.
Mhm.
And it kind of builds up that anticipation, especially when you are
Like-
newer and you haven't gotten to use it as much. Like, you want to get the cool wonder weapon, and you got to work for it.
Yeah, like it stops itself from being the ice staff, you know.
Yeah,
But, you
but
can
then
have, like upgrade around like 3 or something.
yeah, and then
optimal,
you're
yeah.
finally able to get it, and you get to let loose on like round 30, which is hype.
Yeah.
It generally, I am one for like options over anything. Like, it should be player choice. But I think in some cases, having like that forced level of restraint where you like have to wait for something,
Yeah.
like definitely can like add to the experience, because when you can't get something right away, or when you're not able to just like cheese a wonder weapon or get lucky with it from the box, when you are able to get it, it makes it that much more impactful.
Yeah. I agree with like the options over other shit. But I think when you're looking at something like a wonder weapon, I think that kind of goes out the window, because it's about whether or not, I mean, specifically with the servant, for example, it's about whether or not the game is hard if it's in your hand or not. You know? Like if I'm running around with Kuda, which I probably am, it's like going to is the game going to be hard? Probably not, because it's zombies. It isn't inherently that difficult, and I'm quite experienced in it, so I'm probably not gonna fuck up. But if I have the servant in my hand, I am damn near invincible. I am damn near.
Good one.
It's funny, Mac watched it.
Good show.
Good show.
Better than the boys from everything I've heard.
Better than the boys. You heard it here first. But yeah, so again, I mean, you're just damn near invincible, you know.
Yeah, I do. I think that kind of balances itself out with the ammo, but even then, like if you got the Apothecon on round like 4, then you're not really gonna be thinking about ammo a whole lot.
Yeah,
And also, you're on round 4, you're fine.
yeah.
Which is kind of a thing on Revelations. You can get that thing instantly.
This is from the box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cup that shit instantly, like you have it, and it makes it feel weird and kind of unearned, which is weird because I didn't feel that way, like before when I bits in the box. You know, that makes sense.
What, say that again?
Like in like BO1, like spinning for a thunder gun. I got a thunder gun. I went fucking yes. Fucking let's go. I'm set. Get the servant on Rev. I'm like, all right. You know, it's weird.
I think it's a couple things. I think it's a case of like expectation of like Shadows is like the other place you get the servant, and that you have to go through like a big process, and then the game just kind of gives it to you on Rev. And then it's also a case of like oversaturation, I guess, because like on Revelations you've got fucking like the Thunder Gun and the Apothecon and the Arnie's and the Ragnaroks and shit in the box. I think that's part of it.
It's where they went. Here's 2 things from Shadows.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense because it is like the Apothecon stuff, but then it still baffles me why they didn't just go for a 4 wonder weapon and bring back classics. Like they could have absolutely put the Apothecon and then the Thunder Gun and then also the Waff and then one of the Chronicles guns they were working on, but like the Baby Maker or something, the Wave Gun.
They didn't.
It could have been like a 4 wonder weapon map. How cool would it have been if they had like elemental upgrades for these 4 like old wonder weapons?
Or you don't even need that. It'd be really cool, but you don't even need it.
Don't need it, but that's
Just
like that
give
kind
us
of
the 4 guns and let us move on.
yeah. That just kind of follows in like the Blundell style like 4 elemental path upgrade thing.
Yeah, again, I would prefer if you could elementally upgrade them.
Dude, imagine having 4 fucking like upgrades for the Apothecon.
Hype, but
It would be crazy.
but like, you know, I'd prefer if we had elemental upgrades for these 4 wonder weapons, but also I don't even fucking need them.
yeah, just have like 4 wonder weapons on the map.
Bro, imagine you're playing a game where you can fucking blow away with a thunder gun babies, electrocute them babies.
Yeah, that would be
Shit,
hype.
that's all so sick.
Dude, imagine playing Revelations for the first time and not knowing what's on the map and hitting the box and pulling the fucking wave guns, bro.
That'd be
And
hype.
You're just like, oh shit, the wave guns are here.
And you're like, okay, the wave guns are the one to put on the map, and then your friend hits the box and he gets a servant, and you're like, wait, what?
What the fuck?
And then like there would be a world where someone's first time playing the map with all their friends, they hit the box and all 4 of them got a wonder weapon. There's a world where that would have happened. And that, knowing that that's possible, is fucking insane.
This is why Shadows is the best map.
Yes. Okay, back to Shadows legitimately. The theming also is just great. I really love like the 30s aesthetic kind of vibes. Like the pomp and circumstance of the whole situation, like the tall buildings with the really bright lights on them,
Yeah, it's very stylized for zombies.
Yeah, and also that isn't even the map. There's 3 areas. That's one of them. The other area is kind of more like a living quarters kind of spot in the canals, a couple places there, but it feels more like houses and shit. Like that's where people live.
In the canals?
To me, that's yeah. Like them's kind of the poors. That's why Jackie Vincent's there. He's a police officer.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's never how I've seen that, but I've also not really thought that much about it, so.
But yeah, so that's and then like just all the areas that feel the same. Like it still feels like you're like, yes, this is definitely Shadows of Evil.
It's all very coherent.
It's all very coherent, but it's all very different. And every area has its own feel, has its own vibe that I really enjoy. And then you at the bottom area, and then again, one of my favorite zombies, kind of talked about a billion times, but the Pack-a-Punch room and the underneath of that is one of my favorite things in zombies. I think it's so sick.
That's pretty cool.
They got the wall running with some of the funniest shit you've ever seen in your entire life. Even funnier than Pickle Rick. I know. We didn't think we could get there.
Dude, when we were playing Shadows the other night, and you were doing the wall run, so Jack was just like, I was.
So at this point, I'm a little intoxicated, very mildly intoxicated at this point.
Yeah, so I'm on the side of Pack-a-Punch. Jack comes in, hops on the wall run, and I just start sprinting at the wall.
And then he turns over and then just stands. And I screamed, like genuinely, like high pitched, screamed. And I was scared.
Yeah, I knew you weren't gonna die because I made sure that I
like 25, right?
something like that.
Did we not get the servant?
No, not in that game.
Killing myself.
Yeah, I knew that I was in a position where you weren't gonna get killed from it because I didn't want to do that to my boy. I just wanted to spook you a little.
You didn't want to take a part in the map that's dangerous and kill me with it in a co-op game.
That's correct.
You're stronger than me.
That's just true.
We played a game of Mob, and I was definitely high. I was fairly high at this point.
Allegedly, by the way.
And I just hit him with the acid trap. I just got him with it. He like got hit in the middle of it.
Yeah, he timed it so fucking perfectly where I got hit by a zombie and then he turned on the trap and I just got insta-killed.
And I thought it was really funny. He didn't say a word for like
4 minutes after.
Until he gets up, recovers, comes back, walks up, and I immediately turn the trap back on. And then he just is standing in the doorway and is like, "Did you think I would fall for that?" and my response was yes, I did believe that.
That's I forgot about that. I came back and just waited in the doorway outside of the cafeteria and you just stood there with your fucking dead cold eyes, just beams staring me down as the fucking acid is coming down in the cafeteria.
Oh, it was great. And
fucking piece of shit.
Did you get
bro.
me back with it? I forgot. Did you not do that?
I never did.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I remember at one point I think I went down and then I went recovered, came back, and Sky was standing at the trap switch, and I just walked on through. And I was like, either A, he's not going to do it, or B, I'm going to accept my fate and the consequences of my actions. And, yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, you walked through, and then I looked at you, and I went like, what did I say? It was like, fucking, I'm stronger than you.
I don't think you said that.
That's not what I said, but I don't remember what I said.
I don't remember what I said, but that was accurate, though.
I am strong. You admitted it earlier.
Yeah.
In this very podcast. You guys heard it. You saw it here. Pod of the Dead.
We opened up the pod, and I smacked the microphone out of your hand, bro. I didn't intend on doing that.
It just kind of happened,
Kinda happened.
spur of the moment.
Oh, yeah, also something that we realized when we moved, or something that I realized when we moved, is that we cemented ourselves as an old Zombies podcast because we have both versions of Double Tap, and we use Double Tap 1 on our set and not Double Tap 2, which I just thought was an interesting thing.
Which is kind of weird because that version of Double Tap is only on World at War and BO1, which kind of cringe games, actually.
Not the best games for zombies. However, I mean, like it's just, that's Double Tap.
Yeah.
Like we are an OG Zombies podcast.
Even though BO3 clears
oh yeah,
easily.
million percent. BO3 clears. Just
I think BO2 clears World at War.
yeah, BO2 1,000,000% clears World of War because it has two of the best maps of all time.
Yeah,
and World of War's got Doris, which is pretty good. And then other than that, there's not a lot. Varrock is solid. That's about it.
Yeah, BO1 also has those and also has shit like Kino and Ascension and like not maps that are great, but like classics,
mid
memorable.
And mid.
Moon.
These bitches having a mid off, bro. Dude,
when I'm in a being mid competition.
Dude, I'm gonna post that to Twitter. Like, you seen that? Where it's like these two girls having a mid off.
No.
Oh, it's just two girls being like, "Girl, you look like this. I don't like this." And the girl's like, "No. You look like this. I don't like this." And then some guy was like, "These girls having a mid off, bro. That's crazy."
That's really funny.
So I'm gonna tweet pictures of Ascension and Kino and going, "Bro, they having a mid off," because they're both mid.
Mid.
Like at best, mid at best. Unless Kino was in World of War, in which case Ascension is kind of goated.
Our podcast has been hijacked. I'll take care of it.
He fucking locked the door, bro.
Stay out of our studio. Bitch.
She told him to eat cock, and he said, "Bitch."
Yeah, they heard the bitch part. It was quite loud.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, guys. That was loud. My bad.
I was screaming into the mic.
Yeah, I'm going to turn that down, though. I'm not going to look for where I said bitch and turn that down.
Ah!
Okay, well, fucking now I am. Thanks, I guess. Thanks,
just
man.
Making life harder on you for no reason. I'm so tired.
I'm also tired. We're both full-time now. We're going back to switching off the edits. You want to fucking scream like that, you piece of shit?
What's up? Yo.
Listen, stop fucking screaming like that. It's fucking...
See, that's what I did. That's what I did in the first place, actually.
I'm gonna go watch it back now, and it's gonna that bit's gonna come up, and you're just gonna go... and I'm
gonna use my mind powers to fucking
save me the editing time so that you don't have to edit the pod.
I love making the time rewinding sounds.
It's rewind time.
Rewind time, everybody. But that PewDiePie one was hype.
Which one?
The PewDiePie rewind.
What was that?
I don't know, the one that he made.
Oh,
It's hype.
I don't remember that.
I have that one like off the dome. The Mr.
Yeah, I'm
Beast
sure. I'm
one
sure. I'm
was
sure.
kinda mid.
I'm sure I've seen it, but I don't
Oh, yeah, of
remember it
course
off
you
the
have.
dome.
Yeah, we've all
I definitely
seen,
did.
bro. Rewinds went fucking
Rewinds went mid.
off a cliff. It was crazy. What's crazy to look back on, being part of the crowd that thought it was shit, was the fact that we were like, you know what's stupid? Them being inclusive. As part of the group who thought that was stupid.
Yeah,
Jesus.
we definitely had bits where like, bro, they got a fucking gay person there now.
No, yeah, remember when they were like, the community, we're here for everybody. You know, when they're out around the campfire and shit.
I mean, that's cringe, but not because they're trying to be inclusive. It's just like stupid.
And then they screamed about bro. Let's look at the comments. And that video had the most dislikes of all time. Near just barely passing Infinite Warfare. That's crazy that Shadows of Evil. I don't know what else I have to say about Shadows. It's just like fucking actually perfect.
Yeah, I got nothing to say either.
Eat my dick. It's just actually perfect.
Not even you think that, because you put it at like a 9.7 or whatever.
10.
You
the
can't.
egg, it's a 9.7 because you can't do the egg solo.
Yeah.
But the egg, if you can do the egg solo, it's genuinely one of the best eggs.
I think it's a good egg. I like it.
Yeah, I'd call it one of the best eggs.
Yeah, definitely good. Definitely one of the better of BO3.
I don't know anything. I don't know eggs past BO3, so like it doesn't clear Horizon. Probably doesn't clear Mod, doesn't clear Origins. Other than that, I think it clears the rest.
Probably.
Can't think of another one that it doesn't.
Definitely clears fucking Zetsubo.
Yeah,
Easy Crovy, easy Rev.
Yeah. I love Zet, but the Zet Easter egg is just you play the map and then also you get some gears. And that's the whole egg. It's the whole thing.
Yeah, it's not anything.
When in fairness, the Shadows egg is just you play the map and then you do the flag step. But the flag step is sick.
Flag step is really cool. Plus, like, I imagine for a lot of people, you're not going to be getting like the upgraded sword every game. So
yeah, it's weird. Cringe.
Yeah, crazy how not everybody likes to go for all the shit every game they play.
I do.
It's like they're different people or something. Jackson. It's like
other people aren't real. Did you know that?
I have actually thought about that. I've considered that. Are you real?
Holy shit! I pull up Twitter just to see if I can come up with anything. It feels like we're kind of petering off a little bit, and we're gonna need something to talk about. And the first tweet I see is Al-Assad is coming to Vanguard.
Oh my god!
Which isn't entirely inaccurate, is the thing.
Bro, I remember seeing a tweet. I think it was from like fucking Rizzo, and it was just a picture. He was like, "This is a real in-game file for Vanguard," and it was just a fucking anime girl. Dude, Jesus.
Funny video.
Dude, shout out to fucking anime bitches in Vanguard.
What's up? Sorry?
You heard me.
The Voice is fucking... I've been thinking about Season 3 is not as good as I initially gauged it as. See, it's still like a 7.
Jack is not a fan of The Boys. I have not watched it. I cannot weigh in. But what I have been watching is Better Call Saul, Goated Show.
Goated Show, bro. I was going to be like, I don't want to say spoilers, but it was like, that was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Mike was crying. Mike, don't do that.
Yeah, it's episode 6 of the first season.
Oh, Mike, don't do that. Oh, that fucked me up so much.
Yeah. How are you feeling? I remember when we were watching Breaking Bad, you were talking about how you didn't like Mike as like one of the main guys as much. How are you feeling about it so far in Better Call Saul?
Oh, I mean, it's good. Also, first of all, he really hasn't been a main guy yet. He's on an episode.
Well, yeah, I
other,
mean,
other than that, he's like, where's stickers?
you know, that's
Give
true.
me the stickers.
He does come a bit more into focus, which I don't think is much of a spoiler.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, that checks out.
Yeah, there's more stuff. He doesn't get too many points where it's like just him. Like he doesn't have any full episodes after this, I think.
Yeah, but
he's like he becomes pretty important as you would expect.
Yeah, no, but he fucking. I mean, he's
Mike Ehrmantraut.
he's like an actual. To me, he's an actual character. Because past Breaking Bad, I think that my issue with him being a main character is that his character was just like hard bastard. You know?
Sure, yeah.
Hard bastard who is a hard bastard because of a thing that he explains. You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, cool. He shouldn't be a protagonist. Like before, like season 5 is when I came with that, like kind of.
Yeah.
Before season 5, seasons 3 and 4, 2.
Yeah, I think he's introduced in season 2.
Yeah. Seasons 2, 3, and 4, Mike, I think is really good.
Yeah.
Because he's fully a side character, which I think is what he should have been. Which, like, when I say I don't want him to be a main character, I'm not insulting him, like the actor or the character. I just don't like his shit wasn't super fleshed out. And we kind of didn't have the time for it at that point.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I just think that it wasn't entirely the move. But I mean, they've introduced him as sticker guy, and then 6 episodes in went, oh yeah, and he ruined his son, and then he ruined his son for no reason. He then immediately died, and it was very sad. And then why are you looking at me like that?
I thought you were like dancing around that.
Oh no.
Okay, well, I guess minor spoilers for Better Call Saul.
Bro, again, it came out like 6 years ago. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, you said you didn't care, but then you kind of danced around his son dying part.
I don't know.
And then you just kind of said it.
Yeah, his son fucking dies.
Dude, it's fucking, man. A lot of the stuff in Better Call Saul makes stuff that happens in Breaking Bad. It gives it new like context and meaning.
Yeah.
Which is like it does super well as a prequel where it like one of the things that the writers said for season 6 especially was that like some of the stuff that happens in this season like fully like changes the way that you watch Breaking Bad or like changes the way that you see things. Yeah, it like changes your perspective on some stuff.
Interesting to rewatch of Breaking Bad post Better Call Saul.
I think I would probably be down.
Cool. We'll talk about it more later.
Yeah.
But like I think with the knowledge of Better Call Saul, I'm 100% down for Mike to be a main character in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it's just he couldn't get fleshed out in Breaking Bad, but they have plenty of time with Better Call Saul. And they fucking use it. Dude, one of my favorite things about these shows is how much they make you like wait for shit and how much they just show you like the minutia of what's happening.
Yeah, the amount of times that he was like stickers.
Yeah,
and he was like, bro, please, please, bro. And then he was like, give me the stickers.
Just shit like that. Even just like interactions like that do a great job at like fleshing out the relationships of the characters.
Yeah.
Like you can see the beginnings of them, and you can see even like from the start, they didn't have super high opinions of each other.
Yeah.
Where Mike's just like fucking piece of shit. Stop running your mouth. Give me your stickers.
Give me the stickers.
And Jimmy's just like yabba 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 yabba.
Shut the you're like a guy. Bars.
Spitting his flabberbuster.
Yeah. Which is in complete contrast to the boys. Where, spoilers, it's a time jump post season 2.
Okay.
I don't think that spoils anything. Just, there's a time jump.
Sure.
It's not very long. It's like a year. And they keep going, it's been a year.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of times that they say it's been a year, like I was losing it. Again, I was sitting at VC with Oliver. Again, I thought about it and I was concerned that I was pissed about it, or that I thought it was annoying because I was also intoxicated at that point. But I was assuming that it was because of that. But then I watched episode 3 and I didn't think it was as bad. I thought it was about as good as the seasons 1 and 2. So I don't think it was because I was high. I think it just fucking sucked. It just wasn't any good. And then I'm just going, it's been a year, Butcher. It's been a year. And I'm like, dude, I know it's been a year. It's annoying.
Okay, I saw a clip on Twitter just kind of accidentally. It just kind of popped up.
Okay.
It is a spoiler for the boys, I would have to assume.
Okay.
When does Homelander just fucking laser vision a crowd of people? I'd have to imagine that's a bit of a spoiler.
I mean,
What spurs that on? I don't think I want to know, but I just saw that. It's really funny. He's just fucking standing there. There's just a woman, and then she just evaporates. I just saw that, and I was like, oh,
when you just
cool.
Oh, yeah, because that dude in front of him, like, yelling at him, and then he's like, rah, and then
Yeah,
murders,
I didn't see any of the context. It was like just a GIF. So I didn't get any of the context.
That's crazy.
He just fucking murdered a crowd of people.
It's crazy that it's just a GIF.
Yeah, is that like the clip that leads to the clip of him like standing in front of the crowd?
And he's like, all right.
Yeah. Is that what
different
happens?
seasons.
Okay. Dude, that would have been really funny. He fucking murders
Imagine
civilians.
he murders thousands. And it's in like, yeah. Woo! Fuck. God damn.
Fuck.
No. They do not lead into each other. In fact, quite far away from each other in the show.
That's funny.
But yeah, I'm gonna tell you. So when he does the lasering bit, you're gonna get there, and I want you to know that I knew exactly what was happening when it happens.
Okay.
You'll know what I'm talking about when you get there. I knew it as it was happening. Cause I'm just like that.
Okay.
It's one for all y'all out there.
Damn. When does the laser vision bit happen? Like what season?
Mid-season 2.
Mid-season 2. I figured it would be around there. See, gives big season 2 vibes to me.
Yeah.
Dude, the fucking
Fuck.
start of the show where the fucking dude's girlfriend just gets like exploded.
Uber murdered. Yeah, Huey's girlfriend just gets fucking exploded by A-Train, who's just sprinting. And then they're like, here's 40 grand. And he's like, hey man, what's up with that?
I like Huey so far.
Yeah, Huey's good.
Huey's cool. He's also a fucking murderer by episode 2, which is hype.
What happens in episode 2? I don't want to spoil anything.
Episode 2 is the one where the fucking where Frenchie sticks the explosive up of Translucent's ass, and then Huey pulls the trigger on it.
And you played Cherry Bomb.
Yeah, it was hype.
Yeah, it's hype.
Hype scene.
It is hype. Yeah, I really like it. Again, of the boys, because it's like the team. Frenchie's my favorite guy. I like Frenchie. I really like him. I think he's cool.
Yeah, so far I think out of everyone, Huey's just kind of my default favorite because I haven't really.
I didn't like Frenchie early on. Early on, Frenchie to me, like I was just like, oh, so we're just looking at coked out guy who does shit good.
There are like signs of him being a good character where he had the discussion about like the people he's killed.
Where he's like, I saw a lady in the elevator.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was good. The fake FBI guy, what's his name?
Butcher.
That's Butcher, right?
Yes.
Butcher's a fine character. I don't hate him so far.
He's in Lord of the Rings.
Is he?
Yeah,
That's
also
crazy. Who?
You remember we watched Ragnarok, right?
I believe yes.
You remember the guy when he
Thor?
No. The guy who's like guarding the teleporter in?
Oh, the Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah.
No. You know who I'm talking about though? When he get the two girls in there and he's like, I got my guns and shit.
Oh yeah.
That's him.
Whoa.
Because it's just different because he's bald.
That's nuts.
However, he is the exact same accent. It's the same thing. Except he's not yelling cunt. He also doesn't say diabolical at all in season 3, and it's annoying.
Dang.
Has he said diabolical yet?
He has.
That's bloody diabolical. It's hype.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Diabolical's fucking sick. It's also like a show. I think it's like an animated version of the show. I'm excited for you to get farther in it. I want to know your opinions.
Yeah, I'm interested. So far I enjoy like the critique, the very obvious like inside like Hollywood critique that's going on. Mm-hmm. It's interesting to kind of watch that and see like an inside kind of perspective on that, but with superheroes obviously.
Yeah.
Like it's fun hearing them just talk about like the fucking branding opportunities and shit.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
Yeah, it's good.
I hope they do more of that. Do they do more of it?
Like with where they're like, Starlight, you're up 2 points with males aged 18 to 49. And then
I eat that shit up.
Yeah, that's like the entire show. So you're gonna eat up the whole fucking show.
Oh, that's fucking sick. Dude, that's fucking perfect then.
It definitely falls off a little bit, like where that like the main focus, you know? Mm-hmm. Because like it gets to a point where it happens a bunch and like you don't want it to keep happening.
Sure.
So like it still happens, but it's less like this is what's happening right now.
Yeah, it's just kind of there in the background.
Yeah. And it's fucking again, I say it's overrated. I'm not a huge fan of it, but like it's still a good show. It's quite a good show even. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. But just from the people I've talked to, which is Oliver and people on the internet I haven't talked to, I've just like seen them. They're like, "Holy shit, this show's fucking amazing. Oh my god." And I'm like, "It's pretty good." Like that's it.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't crack Invincible. It doesn't crack it.
Yeah, Invincible is really good. Still, my only issue with that first season still was Amber.
She's just annoying, bro. She's just annoying.
Yeah, like why the fuck you knew, then why are you being such a cunt about it, bro?
Why are you being a dick about it, bro? Like just chill the fuck out. Like he also like y'all are dating, but y'all have been dating for like a few months, maybe.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Like
yeah, there's very good reason for him to not disclose that information.
You dumb bitch.
He has good reason to keep that shit hidden still.
Yeah, and it's yeah. I'm so excited for future Invincible because like
dude, new Invincible. That's gonna be a thing eventually.
New Invincible is gonna happen. It's gonna be so good, and I'm really hyped for just like because as like I don't think season 2 I don't think it's gonna be Omni-Man centric, right? I think it's just gonna be like Invincible fighting new people, right?
Sure.
But what's so good is that like he is just looming now.
Yeah.
He's just looming over all of it. And it's so good. I'm so hyped for him to just be there the whole time.
Yeah, the omnipresent threat. Omni-Man.
It's just I love Invincible, dude. I love Invincible.
Very good, very good.
Oliver doesn't like animated shows, which is crazy to me.
He's wacky.
Because like the shows that are like the most important to me are like all anime. The only like live action show that I deem personally important to me is like Sunny.
Sure, yeah.
Like Breaking Bad's really good and one of the best shows I've ever seen, but I wouldn't deem it personally important to me.
Yeah.
Kind of like BoJack is important, like SpongeBob is important, like Futurama is important. You know?
Yeah.
Shit like that. Even like Regular Show. I fucking loved Regular Show.
Regular Show's hype.
Regular Show is so good. It's like consistent, really good. Like you know how you kind of like assume that most cartoons they have like a really good like first 4 or 5 seasons and then they get like kind of mid at best.
Yeah.
And, like season 6 through like 8 and then season 9 is like, hey, this is the last one and it's kind of solid again. You know?
Yeah.
From what I'm aware of, that just doesn't happen. And it's just like it's just all good. It's just like all pretty solid.
Yeah. Dude, I just thought about it. Fucking new Futurama too.
I forgot.
New Futurama is going to be a thing.
Which I'm annoyed about because I don't think those things should happen, but also I am being dragged into by it because I love Futurama. Like,
yeah, I mean they got the original people with it still. Like I'm sure it'll probably be solid.
I don't think it'll be bad. I just hate shit being brought back. It's been a decade. It's been a genuine, real decade.
Since Futurama?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Jesus.
2012.
Yeah, I mean, this feels like it's less of like a reboot thing and more of just like a continuation. I don't know. It feels
It's weird because also
it feels different to me, but I mean, it has been 10 years. That's
there shouldn't be a
while.
continuation, bro. Because you know how it ends, right?
Not off the dome. I've heard it before.
So what happens is in the last episode they break this fucking button that sends you back 10 seconds in time, but it like puts you in a bubble. Everything that you have in the bubble stays in the bubble, but everything else resets to what it was 10 seconds ago. But you can only use it every 10 seconds, right? And that's like the idea of it. And then in the last episode, Fry is going to propose to Leela, but they fall on it and it breaks. And they're in the bubble, and the rest of the world freezes. And it's just like showing a little bit of them just kind of growing old together. And just like being married while everything is frozen. And then at the end of the episode, I don't remember exactly why off the dome. There's a genuine reason for it. But at the end of the episode, like Farnsworth rolls up and he's like, Jesus Christ. I've been looking for y'all for like 70 years. I can fix this shit. or he's like, did you guys do anything with it? And Fry's like, yeah, I tried to fix it and then I got mad and I broke it some more. And then Farnsworth's like, all right, hold on. Got it. All right, he's like, all right, I can send everything back, but I'm gonna reset it 70 years or like however long ago it was until right before the button broke, but you're gonna forget everything happened. And then they're like, yeah, let's do it again. And it's like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. I think the way it's done is really nice because it's just like, yeah, we fucking love each other and shit. Let's run it back. I trust that we're gonna be all right. And it's sick. I think it's really nice. And yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, also I wanted to do a thing.
Why do you keep talking?
This is my last one. This is the last one. It's a quick one.
Okay.
I wanted to do a thing. I want to sit down and watch with you and also the offers in the Mac. I want to sit down and watch what we would deem the best comic book movies and pick the one that we think is the best.
Okay.
Like, preferably one sitting. It doesn't have to be one sitting. Like, I want to sit down, Dark Knight, Logan, Infinity War, almost said Ward, like, Into the Spider-Verse, something else probably, but maybe just those four.
I'm down at some point.
And just kind of going, yeah, Logan's the best. You'd probably say the Dark Knight. And I'd probably also say the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
But
Dark Knight or Spider-Verse, maybe.
I love Logan so much. All right. That's the podcast, boys. That was our fantastic Shadows episode.
Yeah.
I was excited for a more in-depth Shadows conversation that we did not have because there's not a lot to say because it just is all really good.
Yeah, we've talked in depth enough about it.
It just all works so well. And again, it's off in its own sphere. It's off in its own little oval with Mob.
Yeah.
It's great.
Cool map.
All right. Love y'all.
Bye, Potters.
Wow.